Who else gets hated on so much? Bro, every time M drops, everybody's like, Future drops, nobody says shit.
This controversial. You think it's because he's white?
People are the smartest they've ever been. They're so smart and they have access to so many things. But people aren't trying their own ideas because they're not confident in themselves.
Why don't they bring up Tupac doing ballerina?
There was a time I almost got arrested. That was the craziest story you'll ever hear.
Oh man, story time.
I went to go. Yeah, you ready?
Sliding in the studio, my album coming soon. Until we get this rap money, trap gon' have to boom.
I feel like everybody should take shrooms one time in their life, though.
Possibly, but it could fuck people up.
I feel like everybody should take shrooms one time.
Listen.
So let me just get this right quick. Let me just get this out right quick. Guys, welcome back to Aircast. You already know we got Chiko Marz in the building. We got JAKX back in the lab, in the track. You feel me? I just wanted to get this out right quick. When I first realized what getting high off narcotics, off drugs, I realized, oh, this is not just an expense, but this is killing my body. This can't last forever. What I feel from this, I feel like when I, win a game in a clutch moment, when I write a good verse, or when I just write verse, or when I come up with an idea, when I have a good conversation, when I meet somebody, that's getting high. And I realized that one day I'm gonna have everything firing on all cylinders, and I'm not gonna have to get high no more. And ever since I was a little kid, I've had that in my mind. That's the goal, and I feel like we're high off life right now.
All the people that be doing great shit, they used to get high back in the day, and then now they all sober.
They stop because you realize, life's good without it. Like life's already good.
You know what it is? You reach a peak with the high, and then you realize
it all comes down.
Once you've been to the peak, because you've seen the high, you've seen the highest of the highs. Now you got the knowledge of like, I know where to navigate in my life. I know where I could be. I've seen the lows. I've seen the highs. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, pop a cap or two and a stem.
A little shroomy,
you know what I mean?
Nation. Man, shrooms have changed my life for the better. But I do think, to each his own. If you're not ready, you're not ready. I do think you should be happy.
You're never ready.
You're never ready.
You're never ready for anything.
You're
never ready for anything.
to take shrooms?
You're never ready for anything.
You're never ready for anything in life.
Yeah.
The whole one day I'll be ready.
Life
one
is
day
like
I'll be ready. Instead of one day I'll start, make it day one. Make it day one. Instead of one day, make it day one. Yeah. That's really dope. Because the truth is, it's always
every day is day one.
Facts.
Every day is day one.
Facts.
Every day is day.
No, every day's a reset. Every day's a reset.
Yo, my girl. I don't know what it is about women. I ain't trying to get controversial, but they like to reference the past.
I was about.
And the thing
crazy
is,
you said that.
And the thing is, every day is day one
and
for
I
me,
feel like,
dog. Like, why
that's
can't
crazy you said that. I feel like what holds humans back is that we always think about the past, regrets and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's always good to have that mentality to wake up every day and feel like it's a new day.
I mean, we all learned this from Doc Brown and Marty McFly. Can't think about the past.
88 miles per hour. What is it?
Well, no, Doc Brown and Marty McFly.
Yeah,
the speed they have to hit.
It's 88
miles per hour. Driving 88. Yeah, driving 88.
Shout out to B-Dope. Shout out to B-Dope. They were from Kendall.
And shout out all Hialeah drivers because they all go over the speed limit, which is usually 88.
88.
Yeah. So, yeah, shout out 88. That's a cool number. Shout out my mom. Her name's 80. So it kind of sounds like 80.
The funny thing about an 8 is if you turn it to the side, it's an infinity sign.
An infinity sign.
Crazy.
So what that means is whenever you fall on your side, just know you could get back up and do. You got infinite opportunities.
Speaking of infinite, you rock with superheroes.
You know, it's crazy. It's crazy you say that too, because I see 8s a lot now, because my son was born on August, so his birthday is 8/18.
Shout out your son.
8/18. He was born August 18th. No, Jason.
8/18 is fire.
Jason.
I had a hoe in a different area code from 8/18.
8/18. You heard me?
Shout out the hoe and shout out. Congrats to my brother on having a kid.
I don't even mean to clown.
And shout out Jason if you're listening, and you know we are, and we know you are. One day you'll be. But yeah, shout out to everybody, man. But that's beautiful.
Yo, we vibing. Yo, shout out to the motherfucking Aircast. Like straight up. Like y'all don't even know what shit just evolves in front of your eyes. Like you don't even know what the fuck is happening.
That's what life is. It's the beauty of life. Every day is a new chapter, like you said.
You put some big in some pot. You stir it up in the pot. What the fuck do you got? The illest and realest killers tied up in a knot. Juggernauts of this rap shit like it or not. Let's go. You can't talk, bro. You can't say M is one of the illest. No, you can't. You can't, dog.
Nah, he's one of the goats. You
can't, dog. Who else gets hated on so much? Bro, every time M drops, everybody's like, when Future drops, nobody says shit.
You think this controversial?
Nobody's like,
this controversial. You think it's because he's white?
Bro.
You know what's crazy?
That's what people always say, right?
You see the color of my shades?
That's what they always say. It's because he's white, huh?
It's because he's white.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Why else would they hate on him?
Cause I'm not gonna lie. He got bars.
But you have to acknowledge, hip hop is a black culture thing. So, yes, no matter how you see it, you're always a guest.
He's the highest grossing artist. He's the highest grossing hip hop artist.
If you really look at history, hip hop started with black and Latinos.
Yeah, hell yeah. And trust me,
Latinos,
I know the story.
As far as like us right here, like we're all Latinos. Like for me, I feel very much a part of it, and I don't gotta prove shit. But M is white.
Yeah.
Like he's
super
from
white.
European.
Trailer park trash. He says it. I'm white trailer park trash.
But he grew up in the hood, and he grew up in America, and he grew up in the trenches.
Bro, you know what's crazy
though? He has a right to have his
grew up on
voice.
8 Mile.
But you know what's crazy? You say that,
and he made 8 Mile. Like,
but
the fuck?
You know what's crazy?
OG White Boy. Shout out OG White Boy. He's right here with us.
You know what's crazy? You say that.
I saw a video.
I saw a video the other day. They said that Eminem is not even from the hood. They say 8 Mile is not even the hood.
He was from an expensive trailer.
Not the expensive, but they just say that he wasn't from the hood.
It's like an RV. Or
it's like
trailer.
I saw a video the other day. It's
bullshit.
like a guy he was walking across the street. He's like, yo, this is the crazy side of 8 Mile, and then he points the camera to where Eminem's at. He's like, that's the good side. Like that's not the hood.
Look at
it's like a block. It's like a street that divides it. Look up
crazy. Where he used to live. The address is
crazy.
on.
Nah, they still look horrible.
They have his address out and shit like that.
Hell yeah.
No, it's
man.
on
they know
Marshall
everything about
Mathers
that
LP.
man.
Oh, he puts it. That's cool.
The address is on the house he's in front of.
Yeah,
that's dope.
They know everything about that.
Yeah, J. Cole did a whole album about his old crib too.
Yeah, it's fire.
So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yo, but speaking of M,
if
you flip an M this way, it's a
W.
fucking W.
Yeah, I got.
Let's talk about the W's in your life. Yo, what are you grateful for right now, dog? Tell me about a
Waking up,
W that you feel good about right now.
We just recorded the last podcast together. I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for my best friend right now. He didn't want to do the podcast, and then he decided, yeah, bro, since childhood best friend since playing action figures.
How long you guys been circle jerk? I mean, knowing each other.
Imagine circle jerking started at a different time. We didn't start. It wasn't day one. It was like, oh shit, what's your name?
I don't condone that. I don't know anything about that.
What he's trying to say, I don't condone that.
You know, y'all was them little kids that was finding VHS porn tapes and like jacking off with a pillow between each other.
Not VHS. Not VHS. You know what's crazy? Not VHS. That's crazy. No, that was not. That wasn't going on at all. But you know what's crazy? Talking about porn. I would never find porn on VHS, bro. I always use computer.
It came out after. Well, when I was really young, I had the Booby channel. When my parents were together, really
y'all
young.
never. No, hold up.
We had channel 80. I
never seen a VHS porn.
Let's be serious though. Y'all really never found. The only way I ever encountered porn back in the day before internet was you found a random VHS or CD on the street, dog. Somewhere on the side of the road on the water lot.
On the floor?
You want to know why exactly? I was about to say our generation.
29.
Yo, 29. But maybe you.
Yeah, of course. Because look,
our
29.
30
look, is that you want to know what our generation, internet, but we're more like in the internet. That's why we were like before the internet too, but we were right there when the internet started, like with laptops and shit, computers. So I'm not gonna lie, I remember me being legit and I would watch porn on the computer. Like I never seen a porn on a V. He just said he saw porn on a VHS. Right. You feel me? I've never seen. Now don't get me wrong. I used to put normal movies.
Like you're an animal. If you're watching it outside of the computer, you're like you're an animal. You have actual magazines. You have VHSs.
You're a creep. You're a creep. What the hell?
Homie got a collection.
Yeah,
because you have a VHS.
But it's also old school too. I always look at it like, homie, you got more. You got quadruple that collection right on your phone. Just open a website.
Weirdo. What do you have a whole stack of them in the corner of your
video
fucking room? Huh?
You hiding them?
What do you have? Fucking Lion King and the Bugs Life sleeves over them?
I like collecting. It's more like a collecting thing. It's more like I'm a collector.
And then it was even
I'm a collector.
I mean, back then they were collecting magazines. Like that was a thing to do.
I used to collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I
collect comic books. I collect a lot of shit.
Low key. Dope ass vintage.
I want to collect albums. That's one of my goals. My dad has all these vinyls. We have have all these vinyls set up in the studio. One of my goals in life is to get all the albums I really like on CDs. So you feel me? We have both.
Yo, what are we talking about?
Vinyls and CDs. My dad has a bunch of vinyls right here. You feel me?
Yeah.
Vinyls are extinct now.
Yeah.
So what I want to do in my life is I'm gonna invest a couple bandos.
Apex?
Whenever you can, right? Whenever you want to get on the turntables and mix.
You ever flip any of these? Flip some samples in this bitch?
Flip thousands of them throughout the years.
Yeah?
I'm gonna invest a couple bandos and get a bunch of CDs I like, you know, just to the classics, just to the classics, just to the classics.
And putting them up in the wall.
What do you guys,
that's good, so that we gotta continue the collection.
What do you guys
physical
feel?
content's gonna die. Physical content's gonna not exist no more. It's gonna be extinct.
Nah,
eventually everything's gonna be. Yeah, man. Everything's gonna be virtual. We walked
digital,
into Apple today.
Digital.
I mean, physical content's gonna be gone. Everything's
gonna
gonna
be
be virtual.
It's gonna be
digital.
Yeah.
Physical content is gonna slowly more and more become more and more valuable.
That's why I want to get all this stuff. That's my point. Yeah, that's why I want to get all this stuff. Yeah.
For example, machines can make all kinds of shit now. 3D print this, 3D print that. Do you know a fucking guy who can make a fucking Michelangelo fucking carve marble and turn make a fucking like these type of people, artisans and shit? They don't exist no more.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like these things are gonna become like gold. These things are gonna become so valuable because everyone's gonna be so lenient on technology.
You know what's crazy?
And actual life skills. If you were thrown into a forest right now, your ass is dying, bro.
People don't.
That long hair ain't gonna get you far, bro.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Right now, I heard somebody recently say, I think it was on Rogan, it was like the scientific chick, but she said that right now, people are the smartest they've ever been. They're so smart and they have access to so many things, but people aren't trying their own ideas because they're not confident in themselves. Scientists, doctors, all people, all walks of life. And I heard that little clip and I was like, damn, that's crazy, because if all these things are given to you and it's like, you know, you forget how to calculate, but the truth is it's supposed to open your mind and do other things, but people aren't just confident in like trying different things because it's all, you know, technology. It's going to take over. And here's my thing. I'm always like an end of the world conspiracy theorist. I always think of different shit, whether it's zombies, but even worse, what I think is more realistic is a solar flare happening and expiring all the digital stuff in the world. What happens when all the memory cards, all the hard drives, all the medicine books, scientist books, all that goes expired, and we just got to teach people by memory. Yeah, these guys remember it? Do doctors remember everything? No,
bro. I don't remember what I did yesterday. I'd be fucked.
So what happens when everything digital, all the hard drives expire? God forbid a solar flare happens, and that's it. We just gotta have what we have here physically, and we gotta start over. Okay, people are gonna immediately start. Okay, 2 + 2, but what about the hard shit? This is how you do an incision on a body. This is how you do this is how you do a circumcision. This is how you do a C-section on a baby. This is how you bring somebody back to life. Yeah. This is brain surgery. How do you bring that back without books? We're so reliant on digital, and now books aren't even a thing anymore. There's literal movies about books being burned. Books are gone.
Not only that, books aren't even the practice. Like, you can have theory all day on some books, but if you don't got somebody who actually knows how to put this shit into practice,
facts.
Like, come on.
Exactly.
Because books ain't shit, dog. I went to college, and I'm not gonna downplay what I went through college, but like architecture school wasn't shit compared to architecture in the real world. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
like
what happens with all this knowledge that you got, but you don't know how to apply it? You can be smart.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Yeah.
And have what you're talking about is that, you know, all this knowledge, but then if something happens, how do you apply that?
Right.
You know.
Yeah, it's all about hands-on application, and I feel like I personally, and I feel like a lot of humans, you learn faster when you're doing it. I just heard recently, Rogan was telling a Mexican OT on the podcast, he's like, when it comes to fighting, it's a lot of people that you learn faster, you pick up the movements, the techniques, if you just play, if it's just play, if it's just play, if it's just play. If you're not really hurting, if you're not so stressed, if you just look at it as play and not like a chore, you learn things faster. And I tripped out with that because that's how I look at editing, that's how I look at writing, that's how I look at learning different, techniques. It's like, when I look at it more like, oh, this is fun, I'm interested in it, I pick it up easier, I pick it up faster, as opposed to when I'm I have to do this, and it's just a different mindset. But life is supposed to be playful. You're supposed to look at it like play, and that's how you pick things up. And the only way you do that is by doing, by hands-on knowledge. And you can know everything, but if you're not using it,
yeah, man,
it's useless.
fucking.
Knowing's only half the battle.
Experience is always more valuable than theory all day.
They don't talk about the other half of the battle.
You could have read 100 books, but if you didn't do shit that those books said, then what the fuck did you do? You know what I mean? You gotta. It's all about the walk, not the talk.
Facts.
It's cliche, but it's true.
R.I.P. Takeoff.
Why?
He's on Walker Like a Talker, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Walker Like a Talker. Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Take off.
Yeah.
Yo, Takeoff.
Mama.
R.I.P. man. R.I.P. Takeoff, man.
Damn, that shit sucks.
I still
That's
think
one
he was the best.
I saw him in person like a
That's some
couple months
tragic
before he
shit, for
passed
real, for
away.
real.
Yeah,
Some tragic shit.
Travis got him pulled up to an
you
event.
know what? I'm not gonna lie.
Randomly. It was just
I'm never gonna forgive
super humble guy.
Quavo for that because that was Quavo's fault.
No, it's listen.
I heard that Quavo is
They're playing
the
dice,
hothead
dude. They're playing
in the
dice.
group. He
Yeah,
was the
but-
one that would always cause like little
problems.
little cositas.
But they're
You know what
playing
I mean?
dice. But the context is they're playing dice. They're in a public area with multiple people, a group of people. At the end of the day,
but
that,
dog,
there's a reason
you
Drake
gambling-
and
you
Justin Bieber
gambling
don't move
money.
around like that. There's a reason people don't move around like
bro,
that. You
but
put
when-
yourself in that situation.
you're
at the end of the day.
gambling
R.I.P.,
money-
but it's just you got to be wary of your surroundings and the situations you put yourself. They're not just gambling with money. It's one thing to gamble in the casino. They're gambling, cash.
Well, in the casino,
you
you have people watching, there's security and stuff like that. But when you gambling with money with dudes, that's probably street dudes right there somewhere on the corner somewhere or like on the side. Somewhere.
anybody, even people
Any
with money.
anytime
money
you
makes-
gotta be
brings the savage out
professional
of
because
people.
any stupid talk or any kind of shit when you got money on the line is gonna make someone get heated. So, like you trying to be funny guy when you out here betting money, shit's gonna pop off.
The
You
root
know
of
what I'm
all
saying?
the root of all evil, I believe they call it. But yeah, it's just at the end of the day, it's you gotta just be wary and you can't let that control the situation.
But it sucks what happened. Straight up, man. Take off, man.
Yeah, man. I love the Migos, man. Straight up,
Migos-
arguably one of the best groups of all time. You could say.
Yeah.
One of the greatest hip hop groups ever.
You
For
could
sure.
really argue it. I remember when people used to
100%.
first say, people would laugh, and it's like, nah, homie, look at the time frame, look at the records, look at the numbers,
They
look at
came out
the
on the perfect
bops, look
time,
at the anthems. It's crazy.
Nah, they
Hella
brought
anthems.
back the triplet flow and fucking
Yeah,
made
man.
that shit popular shit and
Very
and
sad they broke up. I wasn't too happy
blew
about
that
them
shit
breaking
up.
up. They're so much more powerful together. But I think
want to
that's
see Offset and Quavo do some shit.
I love
They've
that.
been-
I love that.
They've been quiet, but
yeah, they're beefing.
see
They're
them do-
beefing.
Yeah, they're
Nah, they're not beefing.
Not
low-key.
beefing,
I
but
think
like,
low key they are.
Nah.
they're not together. Is my point. They're not.
Nah,
Bro, I don't know why when I heard
that's brother love. That's brother
Offset's
love.
album, I
Brothers got-
heard hella.
brothers be
I feel
like
like he
this.
was dissing Quavo through the whole album.
I haven't
And Offset's
checked it
album?
out. I gotta check
I
it out.
heard
Offset's album was fire.
It was.
I'm not gonna
Fuck
lie.
it.
To me, Offset was always the best rapper.
Yeah.
Takeoff was the
Best ad-libs.
Like
Not
flo-
even
like
best
flow,
Takeoff's
like
most
flow.
lyrical. To me,
like
Takeoff's
flow.
most lyrical.
he was,
Takeoff's most
he was
lyrical.
lyrical.
If you
but
break down
also
his lyrics, it's
like
crazy.
original though.
Yeah,
Like, he
it's
had like
deeper,
original
further than
style
everybody's.
And
to him.
Quavo was like more known for like the hook.
And
the
Quavo
singing.
was like the mainstream guy.
Like
Yeah,
the
the
hook
mainstream.
singing
Quavo's the
shit.
mainstream. Offset to me
Yeah.
was more the business oriented one, and like I liked his bars for a long time. But then after I realized Takeoff's is better, but
Yeah.
Offset's just more consistent.
Nah,
and he's all over.
Offset
Takeoff
is.
I like Offset. I
Offset's
like
fire.
Offset. I like Offset.
Offset got bars.
Takeoff
But
Offset got
Takeoff's
bars.
lyrical. That's what I'm saying. Lyrical doesn't mean the like all
Takeoff was
around.
the most lyrical for sure.
I look at lyrical like it's like basketball. Like you're not just a 3-point shooter, you're a basketball player. You feel me? The best players aren't just 3-point shooters. You feel me? You do a little bit of everything. Lyricism is like one specific skill, but hip hop artists like it's everything.
I was
telling,
disappointed in Takeoff's his solo album.
All the solo albums don't hit for me.
I was
think they're
disappointed
better
in that
together.
shit. I thought he could have done way better than that because he's dope as shit. But
Quavo's
I did
album
listen to
sucks,
the
bro.
Rocket. Yeah, they threw it
Quavo's
together.
album sucks, bro.
He has a bunch out. He has
No,
a
but the
bunch of
one he
solo
just did
Quavo
recently
has a bunch of
solo.
solo ones.
Yeah.
The one he did recently.
The
that
last
shit
one was-
sucks, bro.
Yeah.
So instead of music, what's up with the?
Who's a good storyteller?
All of us, but
Who's the he's saying who's the best storyteller out of the Migos?
Out of
I think Takeoff is
in general,
Takeoff.
well, Nas is one of the greatest.
No, he's talking about Migos though. Out of the Migos.
Oh, out of
or are
the
you saying of
Migos?
all time or Migos?
No, I don't think they've ever really done.
Of all time,
Who's
I
out
think
there?
Bro, I don't care what any-
Offset's
bro.
latest album showed a lot. insight. He
got his new album's awesome. I love Offset's
Offset,
new album.
right?
I
yeah,
love Offset's new album.
He got
fire.
it.
I'm tripping. I said I never like none of the new albums. I'm tripping. Offset's new album's really good. Yeah, that's actually the best Migos solo album.
The best Migos solo album is
the new Offset album. Absolutely fire. And he's all over the Spider-Man Intro to the Universe soundtrack, which is a banger. All produced by Metro Boomin.
Yeah, that album.
He's all over that album. Tremendo piece of music. That whole project. Yeah, very well put together.
Soundtrack I've heard in a long time.
Shout out Metro Boomin, man. I think he's really solid, incredibly consistent. One of the most creative. And the range.
What do you guys think about Hit Boy?
I loved him.
I like
for a long time.
I like what he's doing now with his pops and shit.
The pops thing is really cool, bro. I was more of a fan of him when I was younger. Now I haven't really got into the new stuff too much because I'm I listen to so much music.
He got bangers under his belt.
I feel like his beats are a little overrated. Yeah, I don't know.
He got bangers.
He hasn't switched up his sound. I feel like the beats he's making now sounds like the same ones he was making when he first came out with Maybach and Drizzy a couple years ago back, like almost 10
But it don't
now.
take away from his old shit. He still got bangers though.
What's cool is he spitting too though. Like it's always cool when he could do both. What are some good producer artists, the guys that do both? Kanye.
People that do both.
Yeah. What are some?
Bro,
top
listen,
ones?
the best to
fucking
me.
Russ.
Russ is good.
You guys like Russ? I haven't got.
I respect Russ, but I don't listen to his music like that.
RZA? My dad says RZA.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Who I fuck with so heavy was Speaker Knockers, RP Speaker Knockers. Boy, could write, produce, engineer. It was the
I love Cole.
Bro.
J. Cole's my top. He might be in my top 3 of all time. Like I really love J. Cole.
Don't be producing like that no more, but he's definitely up there when it comes to that.
None of the newer stuff he did produce. He didn't produce none of the newer stuff.
He hasn't. Most of his new stuff's been
Tyler.
features.
Oh my God, Tyler's
up there.
Tyler's one of my favorite artists right now. I love Tyler, man. Tyler's incredible, dude. What he's doing music, one of the best concerts I've ever seen in my life.
There's not a lot of rapper producers, bro.
Yeah, there's not.
That's why I asked the question.
Dr.
Dre.
Yeah,
no, we're talking about recent. Recent.
Yeah, well, who's doing it now?
Let's say 2010 and now.
Russ, Tyler, Geezy.
Oh, bro, you know who started? Yo,
who?
I mean, imagine.
Yeah, OG. No, you know who's starting to do that? Since you're talking about new rappers?
Yeah.
Since you're talking about you know who's starting to do that? Chief Keef, bro. Chief Keef is starting to do that. He's starting to make his own beat, rap, and engineer the shit himself. Chief Keef is one of them boys, bro.
I was listening to it today. He just dropped an album called Dirty Nachos with Mike Will made it.
Yeah,
the first couple of records
the video.
I've never been into
Chief Keef.
Really? Super talented. You gotta dive into the.
He did start. He started a new. You respect that he's.
I do Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? But I've never been into Chief.
Nah, he's dope, man.
He started a new wave, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
And
16.
For one of the first things I ever heard him do was he stood up 50 Cent for and Wiz for the video for I Hate Beans. So
I remember that.
And he purposely did it. Like he tweeted about it. He said, "Man, fuck them niggas."
He didn't care. He was a savage,
crazy.
bro.
Yeah. But whatever. He's savage, but he's incredibly smart because he got completely out of that Chirac beef shit. He's not in none of that beef, none of that. So he didn't get caught.
Bro, he got his own clothing label. He got everything.
Chirac.
Yeah, the rack. Shout out the rack.
Yo.
Shout out Chief Keef,
I like
bro.
Chicago though. I've been to Chicago a bunch of times.
Really, the Windy City.
You know what's cool?
My dad's from
the
city.
There's a whole community
like
there
us.
called Pilsen. It's a city.
Pilsen,
and it's all Mexicans.
That's
nice.
crazy.
It's just fine.
Well, yeah, Chicago.
Because when I went out there, I was like, I knew that there was like, a little bit of racism out there.
Yeah. It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
So and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay in the Hispanic side of this thing. So I went to Pilsen where it was all Mexicans. And I didn't have no weed plug, and I just saw a bunch of Mexicans chilling.
For sure they had weed.
There in the corner. I smell
really?
that herb.
Not all Mexicans have. Oh, I guess.
What do you mean, Chicago?
But
Chicago.
You
been in Chicago too?
I haven't been to Chicago.
I played it.
That's kind of.
I told my girl.
It's kind of the ops.
I told my girl,
New York.
you're Mexican. Walk over there and tell them
you Mexican.
You got some?
She's Mexican for real?
Yeah, my girl's Mexican Cuban.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool mix. That's awesome.
Mexican Cuban.
That's awesome. That's a really cool mix.
And then she's like, I'm like, yo, you Mexican, so just go over there, tell them you Mexican, and then you from Miami, you trying to look for some word real quick. If I go over there, they're gonna be over there looking at me like,
this guy's a narc.
That's hilarious.
This guy's
who
a
the fuck
fan.
is this guy? You fucking sounding like what the fuck you sound like? You know what I mean? You don't
You
sound
trip
like
you trip if we turn you into a cop. If I do like an animation of you as a Fed right now.
Nah,
don't do that.
Oh God. I'll do it in post. It's just an animation.
Yeah, Miami veteran. Even if I don't put music out, I'm still a decade in. Half of y'all don't believe in God, still said amen. We gon' take them to church, emoji prayer hands.
Okay.
No
So here's what
police
I'm
shit,
gonna do.
man.
I'm
No
gonna
police shit. No rat shit. No police shit.
Yeah, man. Yo, but hey,
I'm
you
the
know
Fed
what
now.
though, dog?
I'm the Fed.
It's me. I'm
Yo.
a police cop.
Yo, Hialeah gotta
I
be
promise I'm-
worst police force in the world.
Oh yeah.
Where's
Hialeah.
got him.
Hialeah?
Hialeah.
Bro, I think I will agree with you.
Hialeah.
I don't rate police forces. How do you
Nah,
rate
they're
police
Maybe
bad,
not
forces?
in the world, but at least in Miami.
Bro, Hialeah's a suburb. There's no
Nah,
crime in
they're bad, bro.
Hialeah.
Those are not no good guys.
Yeah, shout out to Hialeah cops. I love you
Nah,
guys.
man.
Nah, man.
Nah,
If you're listening,
man.
and we know you are,
I've
shout
been
out to
tried.
Hialeah
I've been
cops.
tried by
Hialeah
Hialeah cops.
PD.
They're doing their job.
Nah, fuck that.
They're probably listening to this on their job.
Fact.
It's fine. We're good. Anyways, top cops of all time.
Top
Definitely
cops
not.
of-
Top
Definitely
cop.
not a Derek Chauvin.
I don't know any of them.
Us,
I don't know any of them.
right?
Denzel and
Denzel
Ice-T,
Washington.
that's
Denzel training day.
hilarious.
I was
Denzel,
Ice
Ice-T.
Denzel is like the opposite.
Ice-T.
No, Pac on Gridlock.
Oh,
Oh.
Commissioner Gordon. Commissioner Gordon.
Oh,
Shout
yeah,
out Commissioner
yeah,
Gordon.
yeah.
Batman's homeboy. That's you got to shout out Commissioner Gordon. Who
That's
else was a
funny.
good?
Pot.
Officer Winslow.
Nah.
What do
I
you-
like how you guys
Op-
had the segue.
Family
I
Matters.
like how you guys segued, but I've been roped by Hialeah cops, and it has
Me
not
too.
been nice.
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's why I
this shit
agree
has
with
been
you. I
very
agree with you.
terrible.
Me
Like
too,
they've,
but I
agree with you. They're
they've
bad.
torn my whole
Yeah,
car
yeah,
apart,
yeah.
ripped my whole back
They take
seat
advantage of the power.
apart, and
Yeah.
destroyed my shit, and been like,
Yeah,
deal with it. And yo, all I did was smoke a joint in the car. I don't fucking trap
Yeah,
pounds.
it's not like
Well, I was
bricks.
gonna tell
all
you.
I did was hotbox the car, guy. Like seriously.
They don't know that.
But
No,
here's the
they
thing,
don't know.
brother.
No,
Here's the
it
thing.
smells like you've been growing weed in your trunk.
knew-
Like what the fuck? Like,
I knew you were gonna bring this up. You remember?
no,
him?
it doesn't.
You remember what he looked like?
That's one joint.
You remember what
That's
he
one
looked like?
joint, officer.
Bro, all I know is that they all look like pussies.
Well, that's funny you say that
Whatever
because
they look like, they
we
look
got him
like
here today.
pussies.
Come on, guys.
Picture a pussy.
We got him here today. Come
in
on,
your
guys.
fucking mind. Picture a fucking.
Yo,
They're really outside. No, I'm kidding. They're not.
Yeah, they're outside. Fucking arrest me right now, motherfucker.
All right. Yeah. You ever been arrested?
I'll die for what I believe in.
You ever been arrested?
Have I been?
bro. I
I'm
think
not
when
proud. I've been
listen.
arrested more than 5 times. I'm not proud.
I think when
My
you're
bad. Whatever.
I'm not proud.
Yeah.
no, I think when you're from
I've been
Hialeah,
I've been arrested as a
Bullshit.
jit. I've been arrested as a
Over-
jit.
yo, I
Every-
think
I
when
got
you're from
PTAs
Hialeah,
as
you're
an
10 to
adult.
get arrested,
Every
bro.
single
When you're
time
from
has
Hialeah, you're
been
10 to get
over
arrested.
bullshit.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
on. You want to hear a crazy
Over a
story?
blunt or some bullshit.
There was a
some
time I
small shit.
almost got arrested. That was the craziest story you'll ever hear. in your
Oh
life.
man, story time.
I
Let's
went
do
to
it.
go. Yeah, you ready?
Let's get
I
it.
went to go cop a dime from this guy that I used to always cop dimes from. He lived like 2 blocks away from me. I was walking.
Mhm.
So I walked out of my crib. I jumped the fence into my boy's complex. Then me and him met up. Then we jumped another fence out of the complex and went to go cop a gar. And
Why do you guys walk? Why are you jumping complexes?
we're just jumping the fence.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
We're young
Just
as
skipping.
fuck.
It's a shortcut.
We're
It's a shortcut. It's a shortcut.
It's a shortcut, apparently.
Got you.
Jumping
Oh.
fences. is
It's not the
shortcuts
long way.
when you're young.
I hope it's not the long way.
No.
Okay.
So we're jumping fences. We're jits, right? Whatever. We get the gar, then we go cop the weed at this guy's house. We cop the weed. Oh, and when we got to cop the gar, right? When we go to cop the gar, another one of our boys was there copping gars or some shit, like reading up on papers.
Mutual friend
or
doing
some
the same
shit.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we were like, "Yeah, you want to smoke too?" And we're like, "Yeah, fuck it."
Great minds think alike.
So then we all go. It was 3 of us
This
at
is
that
the
point,
beginning of How High.
and we all walk
Hialeah
to
version.
literally a block away from the plaza where we got the guard from the fucking Tobacco Mart. Shout out Tobacco Mart, Arab guy. He was cool shit.
If you're listening, and we know you are,
It's always an Arab guy.
So
They're cool as fuck. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Apu.
Um,
Bring back Apu.
Abu Dhabi.
Bring back Apu. All right.
So then we go to the D-Boys crib, And we copped the weed. It was just a little dime sack, you know. Back in the day, they used to sell dime sacks. It was $10 for.
They stopped.
0.5.
Did they retire?
Between a 0.5 and a 0.7.
Yeah, that's OG shit.
You know what I'm saying?
0.5. Yeah,
some people used to 0.5.
Yeah, for the 0.5. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
disrespectful. Mad disrespect.
0.7 is cool.
When people 0.5 to me, I was like,
but back in the days, bro. But back in the days, it was acceptable. Though. The 0.5s were acceptable.
Back in the days.
Yeah.
It very quickly became
so. It was though.
Only if it was fire.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I've given.
It had to be OG Kush.
But listen,
OG Kush.
We grabbed the weed. We're passing it around. You remember back in the day, you would be so hyped. Yeah, damn, this shit smells fire. You smell that shit.
Everybody's taking a hit without even lighting it.
Yeah, everybody's smelling it. And then my one boy, he was the one that we met up at the fucking tobacco mart, and he had got the Dutch. We were just there. He was like, yo, I already bought the Dutch. He was like, let's ride. Yeah. Right? So, like, he's like, fuck it. I'll put it in my pocket. We'll go roll up. So he was the last person to sniff it. He puts it in his pocket. Bro, by the time we get to the end of the block, 3 cop cars pull up. Shit, like a movie, bullshit. Dog.
They don't even come just one cop. It's always 3, 5.
They were doing a sting operation on the D-boy.
Oh, no.
And we were the decoys, dog. They used us as the example to catch the guy.
Oh, no.
Apparently, they had been fucking watching us for weeks.
This is a movie.
What, dude? So when we get to the end of the block,
watching him, not you.
They immediately come up to us and go, "Who's got the weed?" And it was the guy we just met. Me and my boy, we were like, no. It was the guy we just like linked up with, and he was like, "Me?" And they were like, they put him in the car, and all the cops dip, and me and my boy are like, what the fuck do we do?
You stayed behind. They didn't do anything.
Dude, all like 3 cars. Him? Look, they put him in the car, and all 3 cars left.
They abducted him.
And me and my boy look at each other, and we're like,
the guy was the snitch.
We're like,
the guy was the CI, and they used him to.
No. We don't know what happened. He went to jail. But whatever, look, listen.
Go, so yeah, come on.
We don't know what's happening. They took this guy. All the cops left, and we're like, let's fucking run. So we start running, and there's a complex right in front of us. We hop the fence.
Hop it again, okay.
Yeah, the same complex that we had jumped from the other side of. No, it wasn't Lago Grande. It was by my block. It was, I think it's called Les Fontaines or some shit. It's the yellow buildings right next to Les Fontaines. They have a fence around it. So whatever. We would we hop back into that shit, and we didn't get to hop it. As soon as we start going up the fence, one of the cop cars comes back and goes, and we're like, oh, and he's like, get off the fence, get off the fence.
But you guys have weed?
And then he goes, get in the car, but he doesn't arrest us.
That's what I'm saying.
He goes, get in the car.
Why are you guys running? Do you guys have weed still?
No, we didn't have weed.
Because the guy had it.
But dog, we were like, what the fuck is happening? They were scared. We were shook, so we just started running. But I guess this guy didn't really leave. He just like circled the block or some shit and came right back. So as soon as we start climbing the fence, he fucking does the and he's like, in the fucking loudspeaker, get down the fence. And then we come to the car, whatever. He doesn't arrest us though. And then he goes, where do you live? So we give him the IDs, and me and my boy both lived on the same block, which was right in front of the yellow buildings.
Okay.
Right next to Les Fontaines.
Okay.
It was all like
close
within
by.
this like, walking distance.
I'll hop a fence away.
Yeah. So he drives to my house.
1 fence away.
He pulls in front of my house, and we're both in the back seat. And he's like, and we're like, what the fuck is happening? He's like, oh no, we're doing a sting mission on the guy that you just bought weed from. And
he disclosed all this information.
And he goes, give me your phones.
That's wild.
So
what?
Because he didn't want. He goes, well, I don't want you notifying him. We have to arrest him today.
This
whatever.
is like an episode of
dog. I'm telling you, this shit was crazy.
It's like a movie.
So we give him our phones, whatever. He takes our phones, and then we're there. And I'm like, yo, if we're not getting arrested, can you leave the front of my house? Like, I don't need my mom knowing that I'm getting arrested. I was like,
I don't want my mom to know I'm part of a cop movie.
Shit. I was young as fuck. So
I'm in a cop movie.
He pulls up like a little bit. So he pulls up to like the front of somebody else's crib, like just a little bit down the block.
It's like, oh wow. He's like, he understands. He's like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, and then we're literally
Bro,
there.
this is the funniest cop ever.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
I have to have him on the pod.
We're there for like 5 minutes.
Just get in the whip.
And me and my boy are like, what the hell's happening? Like, are we arrested? And he's like, no. Actually, we're going to the station. And I lived in Hialeah Gardens.
This is Denzel Washington.
In Hialeah Gardens, really close to the Hialeah Gardens police station on 103rd, right next to Okeechobee, 103rd and 87th Avenue, right there. So it's literally like
you're in cuffs.
No, we're not in cuffs.
So you're just hanging out with us.
He's just dropping them off.
So he takes us to a station, and we walk in. He's like, "Follow me," whatever. We walk in, and we're just like in this conference table room, and we're sitting there, and they put the bag of weed. The other guy, we're like, "Where's our friend?" He's like, "We took him to jail," but they had the little bag of weed on the table.
We took him
on
to
the conference
jail.
table.
The same bag of weed.
The same bag of weed.
So you guys got.
We're sitting here.
No.
Yes, a dime.
No.
Me and my boy are sitting here. They sat us down, and the same little bag of weed we just bought is right here on the table, and we're looking at it. And all these cops keep coming into the room, and they're like, "Oh, these are the guys that you got from," and they're showing the laughing. Oh, these are the guys. One guy comes up and grabs the bag and, "Oh, that's that good shit. That's not some whack shit. Oh, that's some good shit. You guys, where'd you get that from? Fucking whatever, like being, you know how cops are.
They always do
where'd
that
you
shit.
get that from?
Fucking
Fucking the Bay of Pigs or some shit? Like
the Snoop Dogg stuff is the same stuff Snoop smokes. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah. And we're like, I don't know, bro. We just fucking bought it from the guy that you arrested.
Same shit your wife
fucker,
smoked.
you know already.
Same shit your wife and your son smoked.
You know. Why do you got me here? You know.
Shout out to the nerdy cops, but I know.
We're there, and they're like, "Oh, all right, we've arrested the guy. He's in custody. He's on his way to jail." And we're like, "Oh, are we going to jail? Are we arrested?" And they're like, "No, you guys just stay here." You know, and then after like 10 minutes or some shit, but we were there for like 40 minutes in that conference table, just sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? Cops coming in, harassing us, talking shit. "Oh, I think I've seen you before. Didn't I arrest you last week?" Or some shit like that, like just fucking with us, you know?
Haters.
And then they're like, we're like, "Oh, can we leave? Like, if we're not arrested?" And they're like, "Yeah, you know what? Let me talk to the to the sergeant, whatever." They're like, "Yeah, you guys can actually leave."
Really?
Yeah, and they're like, "Yeah, just go out that door and walk home."
I thought the story's gonna end with you getting arrested.
No, that's what I'm telling you. That's the craziest story.
They can't arrest. What are they gonna arrest?
So that's the end. You just walk out. You're gone.
They made us walk like a mile and a half back to our cribs because they made us walk from the station.
My heart dropped when they started doing the this is some good stuff. I thought they were gonna be like, now you guys are gonna arrested for it too.
Isn't that a crazy story? You thought,
and your friend got took to jail, and they're like, yeah, he
wasn't even really our friend. It was just
the guy you just met up with.
Around the hood.
Poor guy.
The crazy part is that
if you're listening,
the one that
we know
got
you
roped.
are. Poor guy.
You know, like the crazy thing is, no, the cop told, or this other part I forgot to mention, the cop was like, "We've been seeing you guys for weeks, studying you guys to be able to catch the dealer."
Wow.
No, and he was like, "We saw you. You every day. You would go and you would jump that fence, meet up with your friend, jump the other fence, and go buy tobaccos, and then go buy the weed, and then go home and smoke." And then we were
I love how you have the voice for him and everything.
And we were like, "What, bro?" Because we were like, "What the fuck, this motherfucker? How were you watching us and we didn't even know?" Bro, it was weird.
Fucking weirdo.
It's crazy.
It was on some crazy CSI.
They used you as a decoy. Like,
we were decoys.
That's crazy,
but
bro.
they never arrested
us.
That's
a movie.
I know. That was wild.
Yeah, that's
Tales from Hialeah. Tales from Hialeah.
Guys, quick break from the Aircast. Let me tell you about TNA Studios. Me personally, I was a content creator who had no clue where to start, no clue what to do, no clue what to create or how to get going. 2 years into this path with podcasting, content creation, and I can tell you there's a lot you can experiment with and a lot of different paths you can take, but there's a lot of time you can waste. Come on through to TNA Studios. We'll be able to get you going and get you on the path of your content creation journey. We are the home of the one and only Montana Method podcast. We have also helped content creation powerhouses such as the Mostly Peaceful Latinas owning the political podcast space, and we are also the secondary home to none other than Going Public with Ross Mandel. Go ahead and click on the link below, guys. Connect with us online. Come through, say that you came from Official Air and the Aircast. We'll be able to take care of you and give you special promotions, special pricing only given to the Official Air, the Aircast listeners. Thank you for tuning in, guys. TNA Studios, check us out. Click on the link below. Back to the Aircast.
And real shit, I'm not kidding. That whole story is 100% true. I didn't make any of it up.
Wow.
It's fucking nuts. That's my craziest weed story.
That's wild.
Craziest weed story?
It took half the podcast, I know, but it's my craziest
What
weed
do you
story.
mean? That's awesome. What's your craziest weed story, Marz? Got anything back in Marz?
No. I don't have one.
Yeah, weed's crazy, man. But being high off of life is...
Florida will be the last state to legalize it.
I'm against the whole legalizing everything thing because I feel like once it's 100% legal, the government's gonna have their hand in it. It's gonna be like I'm all about the like Illuminati's killing us every chance they get. They're gonna start adding extra chemicals. Mind you, it's already I think doing long-term damage to us. People say marijuana doesn't have long-term effects to you, but all those scientific studies that are done are based off regs. If you see the pictures of the weed they use for those scientific studies, it's all the worst dog shit weed ever. It's not the same shit we're smoking nowadays, and it's completely different. So I just don't subscribe to the whole there's no side effects at all from. Of course, there's side effects from everything, homie. You drink too much water, you drown. Yeah. So I can't really
I still think marijuana is the best thing that's ever exists on Earth. To me, it's like just the best. Yeah, marijuana is just the best thing ever created, dog. It's just fucking the most natural, beautiful plant ever, dog. Yeah. All you gotta do is let it dry and then just put fire to it and inhale it, dog. It's amazing. It's incredible. It's incredible. It is. And then the plant itself, dog, can make textiles, fucking clothes. It can even make concrete. Like what the fuck? How the fuck you, bro? Are you serious?
Yeah, I could do a lot.
How is that not a plant that should be celebrated worldwide and praised?
Yeah. Like if all nature should be.
Jesus created
all
that
nature should be. Those are. I feel like nature. I feel like plants and nature is the tools that God or the universe left on this planet to help us, survive. These are tools. These are weapons. And sometimes it's poison. Sometimes it's ailments. Sometimes it's that's what weed is. It's an ailment. It has it has all these different beneficial factors, multiple ways than one. Some people can't eat. It opens up your appetite. It has the comfort factor about it. There's a lot of things, but there's a lot of other medicine too that's all natural. All the pills that people take, it's all based on actual plants, and like those are just the synthetic versions of that.
A friend with weed is a friend indeed.
An ailment is a bad thing. It's a sickness.
Not
an ailment.
Not ailment. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say
the word I'm
thinking
of
ailment, I smoke weed.
I smoke weed.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah. The word I'm thinking of is not ailment. It's No, plants. Ointments. No, but it's another word with an A.
Anointment?
No, it's a type of medicine. Plants are used to create.
Holistic.
No, that's an H. A, letter A. We're gonna have it here.
We don't know, buddy.
Yeah, we'll put it back here. I'm just gonna have it here for like 5 minutes, just so you guys know.
You know what's crazy? Word. Imagine the people.
Aphrodisiac.
Yeah, that's for hornballs.
What's the original word you said? Ailment.
I originally said ailment, but that's bad. I said I was trying to say that plants are used to.
I think you were talking about alimento.
Alimento.
In your head.
Spanglish brain.
Alimento is almost ailment.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's still ailment, right?
Maybe you were thinking
that's
about
not
just
the thing.
something that like benefits.
Shit that you need to nutrition.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's
more of in line of where you meant.
I would just agree with this.
You know what's crazy? Every grandma has used that word, alimento. Every grandma, every Spanish grandma. My bad.
You talk to every grandma,
bro. Every Spanish grandma has used that word, man.
That becomes
the word. That's like exactly.
I didn't
shout out grandma.
I didn't get to have grandparents. Bro.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I say that.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up with grandparents, bro. It's pretty terrible. Yeah. I think that's knowledge that was missing. I think that's knowledge that was missing from my growth, as a kid.
It's tough. I always think about just having one.
Add that extra, because they're your parents. You're always different from your parents. But for some reason, your grandparents always relate with you.
Yeah.
It's always like it skips a generation of like it. I don't know why that happens.
I think it's just perspective. I think it's a matter of perspective. Like they've seen it. I think it's. I think it's a matter. I really think it's a matter of they've seen it the whole way. And the truth is, we're all the same. That's the thing about humans. We're all completely different, but that's what makes us the same. So I think when you're that old and you're a grandparent, you've seen so many different things happen in your lifetime. Once you have little ones and you've already had a kid that's having a kid, it's like, bro, I've seen it all, bro. I relate to exactly what you're going through. I went through the same thing in my own way, which is the truth, though. We all go through our battles. And, every way
crazy. It's crazy. My son really, it's crazy you said, because my son, like it's natural, bro, like gravitates towards my mom. My girl's mom is like the grandma. You get me? So it's crazy. It's crazy. Yep. That's always a thing too. It's crazy.
Yeah, mother's touch is that's key. But yeah, grandparents, that's really powerful, man.
Circles, bro. Venn diagrams.
Yeah.
Trust me, man.
Full circle moment. I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yo.
Oh man, you got me. Now we gotta get the audience. Now we gotta get the audience. All you at home, you know what to do. Go ahead. You wanna get me? We're gonna do this. What you neck, right? That's what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what it was,
I don't
right?
even know. Somebody.
That's what it was.
My boy Pierce started doing that to me.
Yeah, it's a neck.
Shout out to him, man. Free that boy.
Damn.
But
Freedom
he
boys.
started doing that shit to me in the cipher. But when I was growing, I didn't really.
Recently, you didn't see it growing up. You never saw this.
Nah, I think that was like after my generation.
Wow.
I did that when I was a kid. Yeah. Okay, I get you.
My generation used to just do the neck thing. Or like if you had a fresh fade, they'll slap the back of your head.
But like they didn't like just doing it just to do it. Like this, you kind of have to earn it. I have to trick you to look.
You gotta look.
So
at
we
it.
play the game where like I'm not looking at
it. That started later.
And you trick, and then eventually it develops into look at this food. Yo, pass the blunt. Yo, you feel
it
me?
becomes there.
Yo, here you
Dad,
go.
did you ever do that growing up?
Oh,
the game where you get caught.
Those cornball games.
My dad said this cornball
Cornball
games.
games.
This guy is cornball games.
It wasn't Hunger Games.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was.
I've never seen the Hunger Games. I gotta check it out. I heard it's dope.
What?
The
Hunger
first one's
Games
dope.
is
Yeah, it is. I like the first one. Second
Yeah,
one.
Mockingjay.
Did you guys see the Lord of the Rings? I've been wanting to rewatch that. I loved that when I was a kid.
Bro, I never really got into Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the
Super
Rings is
hard.
dope.
I think it's dope. Very extensive.
The Hobbit. All that shit's fire. Those movies are really long though.
Yeah, they are. I think that's why I probably never really got into.
Well, I've to this day I haven't seen The Irishman, and I was so excited to watch it. Every
That's
time I try to
so
watch
long.
it,
I haven't seen the whole thing.
Bro, that's a
never
good
have I.
ass movie though.
I've tried to watch.
everybody
the whole thing.
says it, but it's just it's
a great
overwhelming.
movie.
You know what, dog? Fuck The Irishman. That movie sucks.
On St. Paddy's Day.
That guy sucks.
Too long.
Right
On
on
St.
St.
Paddy's
Patrick's
Day.
This shit is just
On
too
St.
much
Paddy's
build-up.
Day.
Fuck you, Robert
It's
De
too
Niro.
much build-up. Just like girls when they put too much build-up makeup, it's too much, dog. It's like just
3
stay
hours.
home.
Overwhelming.
Just stay home.
But here's my
You already
thing.
took 3
Oppenheimer
hours.
was a lot.
Yeah,
Oppenheimer was
man.
3
If
hours.
you
I
didn't get
loved
the
it.
point of the movie off in 30 minutes and then started getting to the
Oh
action,
my
like,
God.
fuck off, dog.
For real.
That 3-hour shit.
It's
and then
been
you give
1
me-
hour. You guys are
and then
still
you give me
talking.
the whole unveiling of the movie in the last 15
Nah,
minutes, and I
like,
waited 3 hours for it.
Damn.
Nah, cuz.
So did you see Oppenheimer?
Oh shit.
That was 3 hours of straight talking. I loved
haven't
it.
seen it.
Oppenheimer was good, but it could have been shorter.
It's Oppenheimer or Oppenheimer?
It's Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer or Oppenheimer?
No, it's Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
I thought you added the little flair, like to be like exact with the pronunciation. Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer. Okay, so
I haven't seen the movie
you didn't
either.
see it. Did you see Killers of the Flower Moon? The one with Leo.
I heard about that.
the
Too. I
I
haven't
did see
seen
that
it.
movie.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that? That was like 3 hours. Oh, there was a lot of action and murder in that,
That
too.
movie was fire.
It's good. Yeah,
Fire.
I want to see it.
I never understood the story of
DiCaprio's
Indians.
one of my
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
actors.
Top 5.
Yeah,
Top
he's
5 for
a
me
goat.
too.
Yeah, he's
Top
dope.
5 for sure.
For me, it's depth.
He gets a lot of
and him.
flack. I don't know.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, he does.
because he like dates like 18-year-old
18-year-old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's different though.
but-
As an actor, he's raw.
But bro,
It's
Top.
like when people talk shit about Chris Brown. I think Chris Brown is the best R&B singer ever.
He has me blocked on Twitter.
that's hilarious.
Not R&B singer, but performer.
No,
Like,
bro,
like
I
entertainer.
don't care. I think he's the best.
Nah,
I don't
I
think
think
he's
he's the
fucking.
king.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think he's the king.
And
Who's
he-
better? Who's
But
better?
but
Tell
of
me
all
name.
time, of all time,
Tell me name.
of all time,
Tell me name.
of all time,
Tell me name.
Michael Jackson.
Easily.
Marvin Gaye.
Easily.
No,
Fucking
bro.
Michael
come on,
Jackson.
dog.
Yeah.
This guy wasn't born. Marvin Gaye died 20 years before Chris Brown was born.
It's true.
Well, I don't know
Like,
about
come on,
my
bro.
But
That's
that's why I
funny.
asked you of all
That's a
time.
Marvin Gaye.
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
No,
is
we're talking about after Mike.
after Mike. Yeah.
I guess.
Chris
He has an
Brown's the
argument.
king.
He has an argument.
I guess some OGs like Chris Brown's our generation. Some OGs will
Chris
say
Brown is
Usher.
the king.
They'll say Usher. Some
Nah,
OGs
Brown-
will
but-
say Usher.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown came out with Yo, and then
I didn't know.
He's
what song
had a
that
hit.
was.
I
What
don't know.
song
I
was
remember
that?
I could run
What
it.
song was that?
Are you talking about Run It?
the same
I can
album.
see you run.
Run It's a banger. That's
Yeah,
one of my first
that's the
songs
first
ever.
song. That's the first song I ever
Joel
heard.
Santana killed
That's the
verse.
first song I ever heard of Chris
Give me that
Brown.
one.
Point
Lil
is-
Wayne?
Chris,
the point is, ever
yeah,
since
and that's the
Chris
second
Brown-
song I like.
Point is, ever since he came out, he's had a hit every single year, every single run. He's had all the features. He's on. Every
Who, Chris
record.
Brown?
Yeah.
You know what I
Every
saw-
year?
You know what
all
I?
the
Nah,
time.
not every
Think
year.
about all the hit.
Not
bro,
every year.
Think about all
Not every year. No.
Not
There's
every
been
year.
years He fell off.
He hasn't had a hit for a couple of years.
His
now.
last good project was the one with Young Thug.
The Weeknd is
The Weeknd. Look, I
Oh,
forgot.
yeah, Weekend.
The Weeknd is on top of shit.
Weekend is pop.
The Weeknd. But
what are we saying? R&B?
Weekend's not R&B.
I think.
But he's done R&B. He's done R&B in the beginning when he.
You make love.
Nah,
to
but
your
Frank
girl
Ocean doesn't
to
drop.
the
Frank
weekend?
Ocean never drops.
You make love to your girl to the weekend?
I technically, you know what? I don't think
put some
music's
old
really
school
necessary
shit.
with
You gotta put old school
All right,
shit.
but if it was some new school, it probably.
I think it's kind of whack when you get the music because then you keep trying to go into the beat.
I feel like Chris Brown. I know what you're trying to say, but I feel like Chris Brown's music is like tempo, and I feel like old R&B is like slow.
My favorite R&B artist of all time is 112, the group.
Yeah, that's Jodeci. 112, Jodeci.
Yeah, 112 is my favorite.
Yeah, no, 112. Imagine their
I
beats.
love 112.
112
so much.
You hate 112, OG?
What's your favorite R&B artist of all time?
What about Jodeci?
I'm not gonna lie.
You like Jodeci? I know Jodeci is a.
Since 112 is connected to Diddy, it's a little suspect.
It's a little sus.
So,
but Biggie's the greatest artist.
Yo, what they do?
Biggie's a little sus too. He had that one.
One bar. Why does everybody say that?
Dick. She's so fine, I suck her daddy's dick.
Why does everybody say that, dog? They always use that. They always use that.
That's a bang.
Come on.
They always use that one line against
Biggie.
Biggie.
You'll say that bar?
Nah.
You
But
say
look,
that bar?
no, I wouldn't say that bar.
No, but you'll say that bar?
No, I wouldn't say that bar.
All right.
But you know what's
So
crazy?
you'll say that bar?
What bar? You look.
The bar,
she's so
that's a
fine, I
crazy
suck
bar.
her daddy's
No,
dick.
that's a
bar.
crazy
That's
bar.
not the bar. You
That's
have to
a-
say it
that
in
is the bar.
concert.
Crazy bar.
That's not the bar.
That is
That's a
the
crazy
bar.
bar.
Daddy.
That's a crazy bar.
But it's the context.
Nah,
You can't just say that bar. You have to say the bars before, which
doesn't
is
matter.
Nah, it still leads up to what he's saying.
He
It's so
said-
crazy.
He said she
I'll say
looks
that.
so good, I suck her daddy's
under
dick.
pressure right
But
now.
you know what? Look, I gotta defend my dog
When
Biggie,
I
right?
met you, I admit my
First thought was a trip. You look so good. I would not do that. No, not me.
Look,
You'll say that bar?
nah, that bar is crazy. That bar is crazy.
You
But
wanna
look,
say
I'm gonna
that
defend.
bar?
But look, I'm gonna defend Biggie.
that's-
one
Hey,
thing.
Biggie comes from the era of saying the most outlandish.
Yeah.
That's what we
That's
live in
not
now
outlandish.
today.
That's not
That
outlandish.
is outlandish.
Nah,
At
that's
the
kinda
time
crazy.
it was. At the time it
That's
was.
not outlandish.
Outlandishly gay.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
outlandish. That's just
Nothing
gay.
wrong with being gay.
And there's
Yeah,
nothing
it's
wrong
gay.
with
It's
being
crazy.
gay.
That's
There's
what I'm
nothing
saying.
wrong.
Nah,
The
that was
notorious-
crazy.
I'm not saying there's
The
nothing
bar is
wrong.
crazy.
The
The bar is
bar
crazy.
is gay.
The notorious
The bar is
FAG.
crazy gay.
The
The
notorious
bar is crazy
FAG.
gay. The bar is crazy gay. You gotta say crazy gay.
It's not
The
even-
bar is
We're
crazy
gonna
gay.
do an AI
Crazy
gay.
gay. Hey yo.
It's a super
The bar-
Ayo
But look,
bar.
I'm gonna defend.
It's
Listen,
an
listen.
Ayo
But I'm gonna defend
bar.
Biggie with
It's
one
a
thing. Cause look, I hate that they
Ayo.
bring up Biggie for that.
Tupac was
But
gayer
look,
than Biggie.
Hold on, let me
if we're
say
being
this
honest.
shit. Let
he
me say
wasn't.
shit.
He's a
Look,
ballerina.
exactly. Why don't they say that?
He's an
Why
actor
don't they
ballerina.
bring up
That's
Tupac
art.
doing
That's
ballerina?
Juilliard. That's Juilliard.
Nah,
That's
bro.
art.
You're
That's
telling me,
fine. You
okay,
can do a lot
look,
of
just
different
wait.
arts.
Wait,
You're
so
doing the
hold
gay
on.
one.
Because you asked me.
One mic.
You
What
asked
did
me.
Tupac do
You
that
asked
was
me.
gay? What did Tupac
You
do
will
that
put
was
a
gay?
you will put a tutu on?
Who knows?
Tutu.
That's the shit he had on. That's the
Tupac?
Yeah, you have
they
to
have
wear a
What's the
pictures.
tutu.
tutu?
That shit that the girls wear to do ballerina. He wear
The
that
skirt,
shit.
like the skirt.
How is
or
that different from
So
the
did
shit that
Prodigy do.
professional wrestlers wear?
a kilt? What about
Nah,
a kilt?
How is that different?
Warriors wear
How is
kilts.
that different?
You
How
can't
is that
compare
different from the
that.
shit professional
You
wrestlers
can't
What wrestlers
compare
wear
that.
that?
Yeah,
Bro,
you
but
can't compare
ballerina
that.
is an art.
Nah, bro, that's kind of wild.
It's
For a
an art,
guy,
and
for a
that's
guy
the-
to do it is
But
wild.
ballet is an art, G.
But for a guy to do it is wild. You could
Wrestling's
dance.
an art.
Look,
Wrestling's not an
What do
art.
you mean? Ballet,
Professional wrestling's not an
ballet-
art.
Hey, there's some
Ba-
gangsta ass ballet dancers. nigga.
Nah,
Ballet
that's
has
wild,
nothing to
bro.
do with gender.
So you're telling me, OG, you're telling me you
Look,
could
look.
you could have break dance instead
Yo,
of doing ballerina?
ballet-
That's the
you
time.
look, ballet-
That's
look,
the time
look.
Pac comes
All right,
from.
look, check me out. Check me
Suspicious
out.
conversation.
Mike,
Yeah,
Check me
one
out.
at
You
a
ready?
time.
Check me out. You ready?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the difference. Ballet, right? Is that as gay saying, "I'll suck your daddy's dick"?
No,
ballet.
I get you. I get
Dog,
you.
I'll be out
But
here
it's-
going like this. all
But it's
day,
bad.
G.
But it's
I'll
still.
be out here going
But
like
you're
this
telling
all
me-
day, and I would not say.
Yeah.
Well,
I
your
get
girl's
you.
so
I
fine,
get
I'll
what you're
suck your
saying.
daddy's
I get
dick.
what you're saying. That's a crazy bar. It's a crazy bar. It's a crazy bar. It's a crazy bar.
Hey,
There's
but you know how I look
Listen,
at it? Speaking of wrestling, Eric Bischoff, a great wrestling promoter, he has a book, and it's something that I learned because he dropped the book when like I was a kid.
Dropping a book is gay. No, I'm kidding.
You sound like Dame Dash right now. How you a man? How you a man if you let another man open the door for you? How you a man? How you a man if you share a blunt with somebody? How you man? How you man? That's your version of that. You're gay.
Dave Dash flow.
So anyways, buddy Eric Bischoff has a book in this concept. It's controversy creates cash, and that's just Biggie being a good smart. I think looking back on it now, I think he's just like, let me get the hook off the rip. Let me get their attention off the rip. So they're like, what the fuck did this guy just say?
So you're saying he did it for attention?
Yeah,
That nigga
it's
started
controversy.
verses Saying, I'm hard. Jehovah said I'm barred from the pearly gate. Fuck him.
Exactly.
But that's but OG,
Fuck
but
God in
that's
the first
but
line,
OG,
exactly.
but that's hard.
I never knew her. I probably screw her and dump her body in the sewer.
Yeah.
But that's
Today's
hard.
agenda.
In 91, 92, 93.
Today's agenda.
that's hard, though, bro.
That's crazy.
That's
yeah.
the era for that.
Yeah.
You
Talking
think
about
creative like that nowadays?
But true. I mean, you gotta hook them off the ripper. You know,
there's a lot of creativity out there. The thing is, back then there was so many gatekeepers. You only got to see some people. Everybody else.
So many gatekeepers and gatekeepers.
No,
gate.
Gatekeepers.
Say that 5 times. Say that 5 times.
Yo, Diddy.
Say that 5 times.
Diddy. Hey, Diddy was one of them, right?
Yeah, where'd you park your
He's
car?
the biggest.
Diddy was one of them.
He's the Hulk Hogan.
Where'd you park your car? In the gay rage? Or in
Diddy
the
was one of.
He's the Ric Flair.
Yeah, he's the Ric Flair.
Who?
Take that.
Diddy's
the Ric. Yeah.
Shout out Diddy. I love how my dad's excited when he has a picture with Diddy, like with his arm around this shit. We're gonna put it right here.
Whoa! Hey yo!
Did he get now? What are
He's the bad boy.
Yeah, he wasn't making the band. He was making the man.
Yeah.
He had a band of
Diddy's story is gonna go down like one of the worst. All right, there's a question.
Freak Diddy, shout out Freak Diddy. I know you're.
There's a question. What you think? What story you think is worse, Diddy's or R. Kelly's?
Oh man, R.
Right?
Kelly's
whose story is worse, Diddy's or R. Kelly's? Because at least R. Kelly was fucking with bitches though. At least there were girls. I'm just saying. At least there were girls. I know it's fucked up.
So you're saying it's worse to be gay?
No. I'd rather you be gay than fuck with underage girls.
Nah, I'm not saying underage. Nah, I'm not saying. But I'm saying just females. I'm just saying in the sense. I'm just saying this.
You be.
All right, guys, we're gonna have to wrap it up.
Then be on some pedophile shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just let it run. We're gonna do a little bit longer.
You got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
In 5 of them. So you start wrapping them up. The top 3, you haven't done the top 3 with your guys?
That's what I'm saying.
Then you do that now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying now. That's why I'm announcing it. Okay, guys, we got 5 minutes left, so let's do a quick big 3 before we hop off. We did albums last time, right? What have we been talking about this time? What should we do? A draft of like the 3 rawest things, 3 rawest gay guys.
Oh my god.
No, I can't think of too many. No, Frank Ocean's up there. Frank Ocean's arguably. That'll be my number 1 pick. Frank Ocean. We're gonna do this. Michael Jackson.
John.
I'll take Michael Jackson.
Elton John. Yo,
he was messing with boys.
Elton John. The only one.
Elton John
for sure.
Elton John's the only pick.
Let's do picks.
Who the fuck? Nah, I'm not
who's
doing
the
those
guy
picks.
with the star in his eye?
The Godfather. The Godfather's gay. Richard
the guy
Pryor.
that did the star in his eye was his fucking name.
Lil Peep.
Who the
fucking guy?
Lil Peep.
Lil Peep.
No, man, the old school guy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Old guy. Old fucking.
Oh my god.
Oh, Kiss.
No, man, the old fucking English guy with the fucking.
Elton John.
Oh, Bowie. David
Bowie.
Bowie. That's a good first pick. That's a good.
Gay, right?
That's a good
That
first
guy's
pick.
for sure a flamer.
Elton John and Frank Ocean. Raw.
That's your 3. My dad already
That's
gave
a
us a
good
3.
No,
I love how we had him.
Bowie, Elton John, Frank
I don't
Ocean.
know any.
What about Marlon Brando?
No, but hold on. In recent news, I mean, we gotta
Will
put-
Smith. I got Will Smith.
No, but
Will
in
Smith's one
recent
of my
news,
favorites.
in recent news, we gotta put Diddy up there, right? I mean, Diddy's an.
But he's not in my top 3. He's not in my top 3.
What about me?
Oh my God, Cream Chasers.
He's
Cream
top 3 zesty. Top 3
Yo, this is
zesty.
wild, man.
Right
this
next to
shit
Onion
is
Rings.
wild,
Onion
bro.
Rings is the top zesty.
All right, but let's do
This
this in order,
shit
guys.
is
Come
wild,
on.
bro. I can't even
Michael
give you
Jackson.
3.
We got 3 minutes.
Michael Jackson. Who's your number 1 pick?
No.
David Bowie.
For gayness?
For just overall like the gay guys you love.
Elton John.
Elton's number
Bro,
1.
that's the only person I know.
Give me a 3.
That's the only person I know. I swear to God, I can't give you 3.
Nah, how about your gay primo from your mother's side?
I can't give you 3, bro. I only know
Everyone's
Elton.
got one.
I don't.
What about a Primo Yegua?
Primo Yegua.
I'm trying to think. Tim Dillon,
That's
he's a
wild,
comedian.
bro.
He's funny.
He's not gay no more.
He's not gay
Oh, Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X.
Tim Chalamet.
But that's your
He's
favorite.
not gay. He's with Kylie Jenner. That's my
is
dog.
he?
He's
But that's your favorite. You said your
No,
favorite.
not-
Little
not
Nas
my
X is
favorites.
your.
No, not my favorites. My
crazy.
top
That's
3. It's got to be
wild.
Will Smith, Michael Jackson,
Wild, bro.
and Imagine.
This is a wild segment.
Oh,
Nah.
Dijon from No Jumper.
Who the fuck is
wild
that?
Yo, the only
The rap
Dijon,
report card.
the only
the rapper
Dijon I
Parker?
acknowledge is Dijon Mustard.
The John Mustard.
Shout out Mustard.
Getting
I
mustard.
wanted to
you heard?
ask you, what are your favorite condiments? We should have done condiments.
Yeah, bro.
Let's switch it up.
So
Yeah.
rare.
All right. Quick.
Mustard.
Favorite sauces. Number 1 sauce.
Unbelievable.
Barbecue.
That's your number
Damn,
1 pick.
barbecue.
What's your number 1 pick?
Number 1.
Quick. Number 1 pick.
Hold on.
Sauce? Barbecue.
Mango habanero. Fire.
This guy said mango habanero.
That's
That's a great
fire.
first pick. Great first pick.
fire.
I'm gonna go ketchup. Number 2.
Number 2,
you got
any hot sauce, like fucking. Let's say
Tapatio.
Yeah, I
not
was about to say
the one
it.
with the lady on it.
Yeah, I know what you're
Cholula?
talking about
With the
too.
circle?
Cholula?
Yeah, I know what you're talking. That
Cholula?
has her face.
Cholula.
Cholula.
Yeah.
Shout out Cholula.
Yeah.
I like Cholula. That's a great pick.
Cholula.
Number 2, I'm gonna go hot mustard from McDonald's. Incredible.
Damn.
You know what I'm?
Sweet and sour.
Great
Sweet and
pick,
sour.
great
Sweet
pick.
and sour.
Third pick.
Round it
Ready?
off. Kill it.
The bomb.
You've
From
tried
the
it?
hot ones.
You've tried it? I've never tried it.
I haven't
That's
tried it, but
crazy.
it
How
looks
you gonna
fire.
pick
It looks
that?
the bomb. It looks bomb. It looks
All
bomb.
right, I'll give
It looks
good
bomb.
pick, good pick.
It looks bomb. I want to buy it.
That's the last
Matter of
one,
fact,
right?
Next
That's the
time I
last
come
one.
on this show, I'm
You
gonna
get
bring
to-
the bomb.
I'm down to do that on
And
camera.
Take it
we're
on
gonna
camera.
dip some. Y'all about it?
I'm down.
I'll dip the
do it.
bomb and
That-
some
that'll be the
nuggets.
next
The
episode,
bomb
yeah.
is the last one, right?
That'll be the
the last-
number 8.
it's like
It's
the-
number 8. It's always number 8. It's always been number 8.
Crazy.
8
Yeah.
or like
It's
7?
always been number 8. There's always 2 after.
Oh,
it.
there.
Yeah, there's always 2 after, and it's
Yeah,
10
right.
total. So, we got. You said Cholula, barbecue,
No,
Damn, bro,
barbecue.
you could never go
Bar-
wrong with barbecue.
barbecue.
Barbecue's top.
You
Cholula,
could never go
and what's your
wrong
third?
with
Barbecue on chicken.
Your third pick was
Everything,
what?
anything, bro.
Give me your third pick. Oh, the bomb. You just said it. I'm
The
tripping.
bomb.
I'm high as hell.
It's hard, bro.
My bad. Go. What's yours?
What?
You got. You said.
Mango
fucking
habanero, sweet and sour. Damn, bro, that was tough,
You
bro.
look like a buffalo.
Nah, I don't like
You look like a
buffalo.
buffalo sauce guy.
I don't like buffalo.
You look like
Actually,
an
don't.
entire
You know what I
buffalo.
meant.
Turn him into a buffalo.
Look
Right now. Just
on the buffalo.
you look like a buffalo.
Yo, on some Chinese shit, sweet teriyaki.
Great
Fuck
pick.
It.
I love
Fuck
that.
It,
That's
bro.
I like
fire.
Thai
You
sauce.
had an exclusive.
My fourth,
three.
my fourth honorary pick is Thai sauce.
That's gas too.
Oof.
I
That's
think I'm
gas.
gonna
Lemon
do that,
pepper,
bro.
lemon pepper,
Oh,
dry.
damn, I forgot
That's
about
fire.
Lemon pepper.
I'm gonna go Chick-fil-A sauce is my
dry.
3. Chick-fil-A sauce
Yeah,
is my
lemon
3.
pepper.
With
Pepper's
the Thai
fire, bro.
sauce,
Lemon pepper.
Chiko.
Quick message. Something you want to tell the world right quick. You just had a kid. You got a lot of shit.
Be grateful.
Be grateful.
Be grateful. Wake up
That's it.
every day.
You
And
don't gotta
be,
expand if you don't
wake
want
up every day and do, what makes you happy.
Do right and kill everything.
Yeah.
Don't do Drake.
Makes you happy.
Do right and kill everything.
My message is make sure you pee before interview.
I love that. Y'all, thank you for listening, man. Another one in the books.
Yeah.
The Aircast. See you next week.
Let's go.
Peace.